Good evening, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Matt Holiner wanted to bring you an update on this winter storm. The worst is over for western Nebraska, but for the eastern half of the state, this thing is just now really getting started. So let's go through the next 24 hours and track this thing hour by hour, starting 8 o'clock this evening. Now, temporarily, it looks like the storm kind of stalling out in the central part of the state, really struggling to make that push to the east. Now, 8 o'clock this evening, could there be flurry activity around Beatrice, Lincoln, Omaha? Absolutely. But heavy snow? No, that's not going to be until later. So let's go in 4-hour increments here. Let's jump ahead to midnight. And notice how the intensity of the snow is starting to ramp up around McCook, Kearney. This will probably be the peak of the storm for that area. Let's go later, 4 a.m., the peak of the storm. Notice those darker shades of blue around the Grand Island area. And the intensity really starting to pick up around Beatrice, Lincoln. The heavy snow may never push in to Omaha. It may stay just a light to moderate snow. Now let's jump ahead to 8 a.m., the all-important morning commute. Now notice it's just light snow, Grand Island, Kearney, McCook, but there could still be heavy snow around Beatrice, Lincoln, maybe to the south of Omaha. But keep in mind, snow has already been falling during the overnight hours, so there are going to be snow-covered roads. Snow is still going to be coming down in Omaha and Lincoln and Beatrice. So the big takeaway here is if you can work from home tomorrow, if you can do virtual school, that's the way to go. Now, that's not an option for everyone. So if you do have to go to work or school tomorrow morning, give yourself plenty of extra time to get there. It's probably going to be a slow go. All right, now we're at noon, lunchtime tomorrow. The heavy snow probably limited to around the Beatrice area, the far southeastern corner of the state. Probably just going to be a light to moderate snow, Omaha and Lincoln. 4 o'clock, it's really probably going to be flurry activity more than anything for Beatrice, Lincoln, and Omaha. For all the snow to push out of here, for the winter storm to officially be over, I'm going to call it 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Notice how the cloud cover really breaking up as well. So the important question now is how much more snow is going to fall. And as expected, the models are coming into better and better agreement. And a good agreement on a very tight snowfall gradient. By the way, I know I haven't been talking about Scottsbluff. Could there still be some flurry activity in Scottsbluff? Yes. But as far as any more measurable snow to add to the snow that's already fallen, no. We're probably talking about just a dusting, maybe a dusting for Norfolk as well. And then look at Columbus. Maybe only 1/10 of an inch of snow. That's a real possibility. But a little bit farther south, Omaha, 1.5 inches seems most likely. So this is going to be real interesting. The big takeaway here is the farther south you live, the more snow you're going to see. The heavier the snow is going to be. The longer the heavy snow is going to last. So if you live in Bellevue, for example, you're probably going to see more snow than downtown Omaha. If you live in southern Lancaster County, you're probably going to see more snow than downtown Lincoln. And already look at the difference in snow between Omaha and Lincoln. Around 1.5 inches in Omaha, but closer to 4 inches in Lincoln. And when you go down to Beatrice, it's around 5.5 inches. And then another great example, Grand Island, around 3 inches, but Kearney, just a little bit farther south, 4.7 inches. McCook, 6.3 inches. And by the way, in our most southern counties, I'm not going to rule out still some 7-8 inch totals. Not going to be widespread, but in a few spots, 7 to 8 inches is still a possibility. For north-platte, by the way, probably only about another inch of snow still to come. All right. If this didn't convince you that it's still winter in Nebraska with all the snow coming down, take a look at these temperatures that we're expecting tonight. In the western part of the state, temperatures about 20 degrees below normal for this time of year. 2 degrees in Scottsbluff, -5 in Chadron, 18 in Omaha, 17 in England. That's about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. And then tomorrow, keep in mind that a normal high temperature across the state is around 50 degrees this time of year. Nowhere close. 31 for our high in Omaha, 27 Beatrice, 30 in Grand Island, 27 in Scottsbluff. So some frigid conditions to go along with all the snow.